this is where your roots were. If this has made a big impression on your life, if it's been a life-changing experience, if it's going to be something that you're going to remember, if it's going to be a way of life, you never lose that touch of Stout. Thomas Nelson is my formal name. I started Stout in 1961, but didn't get around to graduating until 1967. My major was industrial education at the time. The reason why I got into education, there was only two courses offered at that time. One was in education, the other one was in technology. I couldn't pronounce technology, and I knew I needed an education here, and so that's why I checked that box. What really was scary is about 4 years later, they said, Tom, is now that you checked that box, it's time for you to go out and do some student teaching. And oh my goodness, but I did go out and I pursued my career in education. But it taught me how to use my hands. It taught me how to use my head to create what I wanted to. It brought out my creativity in that whole process. It prepared me as a person. It also prepared me as a teacher, though I had a lot of learning to do after I got out. And then I went to work at a residential treatment center, and that's where I really learned to teach one-on-one. And that was my strength, and it's that education I learned at Stout to build off your strength and move forward, to be able to motivate other people to be able to do that. I did get my master's degree in special education, emotionally disturbed. And that was the type of students I was working at in this residential treatment center. I guess that really prepared me for the next step of my career, because I became a middle school tech ed teacher, industrial arts tech ed teacher. And I was teaching what Stout taught me, and that was life skills. And how do you survive? And encouraging kids to get as much out of education as you can. That's what I was able to do. That's what the University of Wisconsin Stout did for me. So thank you. Stout gave me the opportunity to find out who Tom Nelson was. I met my wife here at a dorm at Tainer Hall when men weren't allowed into Tainer Hall. We socially grew together. We went out to change the world, and we did. We've been able to significantly make a difference with people in the communities that we've lived. And we now live in Prairie du Chien, Wisconsin, and I take what I learned at Stout and apply that with people in our community. But this place gave me the tools to be able to do it, to be who Tom Nelson is. And it's awfully easy to be Stout proud, because they may say, when in doubt, go to Stout, but the pride you have being a Stout graduate reaches across the world, and I am so glad that I had this opportunity to be here, and to come back this weekend. It's just been fabulous. You have some unique talents that and especially young girls. When I was teaching middle school, I says, with your talents that you have with interest in math and science and hands-on activities, I said, consider engineering. I said, and one of the best schools in the state of Wisconsin, if not in the Midwest, is Stout. I says, and I'm a Stout graduate, we've had kids from Prairie du Chien that have come up here, and I've connected with them, and you get excited about people that go to Stout, but it's the uniqueness of Stout and what it has to offer young people, and it's the values you learn while you're at Stout. But you can't tell somebody in high school or in middle school that you're gonna you're going to set yourself up with an educational program that's going to help you as a person, because they're looking at, how can I get a job, and how can I make money, and how can I go out in the world. Stout's going to do that. You got to do is you got to sell them to get here first. And every chance I get to sell the university, I do that. And it's easy because of what the university has to offer. This is a special place.